Peter Szabo. Thank you, Pete, for submitting. All right, let's jump into you. Figuratively, not literally. Cool. Okay, inside of Old Quebec Street Mall. Wicked, awesome mall. It's fantastic. It's this mall that was built to be in outdoors. Sorry, it was built to be an outdoors mall, where you could basically like a marketplace, and then at some point they put a roof, build a roof over it, so now it's like the outdoors captured indoors. It's a very cool place. So cool. Okay, think this is black and white. If not, it looks black and white and it looks cool. I like. Yeah. Okay. I like the all the lines going everywhere. I like how it's the reverse of the clock. Yeah, it's a cool shot. I dig it. Looks like it's just ever so slightly rotated the wrong way. It needs to kind of be. Maybe it's my eyes playing tricks on me. Let's go off of this line here. Yeah, so it is just slightly on a cant. So it just needs to be rotated a little bit counterclockwise. But again, try that in camera, because otherwise if you rotate it, then you have to crop in a little bit. But cool. No, I dig it. Whoa! Okay, that's where you could use the ND filter. Cool. Okay, and this church, I'm surprised there are not more shots of this church. This church is so photogenic. It's at the top of a hill in Guelph, and everybody takes photos of it, including me. You'll see in a second. But cool. Really blown out. This is like the power of God coming down at you. Like you can almost put baby Jesus' face right there. Yeah. Cool. I like how you're going for like the sun like right, blasting right behind the church. This street light kind of gets in the way. It's also probably too much coming in. If you had a lens hood, it would probably cut down. Again, you're staring right at the sun, so probably not. A lens hood probably wouldn't even help still. But this flare coming in, it is a bit much. But again, that's probably what you were going for. So yeah, it's just it has some other things obscuring it, like the tree, like the lamppost. So yeah, I don't know if you might have been able to. It's tough because there is a lot of stuff in the way on that street. So I don't know if you could have gotten a better vantage point if you came over a little bit much more to the left. That sun may have still been behind one of those towers. Hey, the two towers. It's Lord of the Rings. Amazing. Awesome. It's the Eye of Sauron. No, retitle this, Pete. That's not church flare. That's the Eye of Sauron. That's the two towers. Cool. It's late. Okay, moving on. By the way, what were you shooting that at? You are on 60D. Cool. Same. Me too. 125th. F32. There you go. So that's why, yeah, you close it right up, and 71 mil too. Yeah, close it right up. You get plenty of detail. Even this, you may even been able to afford to open up, because that's really closed. But that church there's not a whole lot of depth going on, because there's nothing but sky, and there's stuff in front. So maybe opening it up, if you could have afforded to, may have helped also with some of the stuff in the foreground there. May have been able to separate it, because if you open it up, again, if you could to 7.1 or 13 even, it may separate those foreground elements a little bit better. I don't know what may have helped that, but cool. Whoa, okay. Weird, wacky. And I did notice as I went around, I was taking shots of buildings. I never take shots of buildings, so this was different for me. You your eyes adjust, so to speak, to see things that you don't really pay attention to on a regular basis. And so as I was walking around the city, I would start to see things that I would pay attention to, things that I would never normally pay attention to. I'm looking for patterns in places that I never really turn my gaze to. So I think that this is something that maybe Pete was experiencing as well, trying to see, notice details or features or things that you normally don't ever pay attention to, but you may have walked past 50 times before. So yeah, I think that's maybe what's going on here. It's an extreme angle. It kind of reminds me of Labyrinth, actually, because it almost looks like the side of the building is the floor. That's what the experience I'm getting from here. It's late. I'm sorry. And my coffee's cold. That's disgusting. Cool. Also, there's a little piece of trash here or something like that. It is kind of, yeah, it I don't know, at first I didn't think there was much going for it, but for some reason it's doing some, it's got this weird effect on me where it is kind of, it's giving that labyrinth thing to it. I'm not quite sure what else you may have been able to do with it, but I like that you're looking for that kind of stuff. I dig it. Cool. Skylight. Whoa. Wait, where's this? I don't know, but it's cool. Okay. Might have black and whited this one just because that would have, it's a contrasty image in the first place, but yeah, I probably, excuse me, God, that's it, no more coffee when I'm doing these things. But yeah, I probably would have black and whited it just because it is a contrasty image anyways, and I like that you've got this eye, you're looking for shapes and lines and intersecting. I like your style. I like your taste, Pete. And I'm not sure what this is. Is this a light or is this a flare? I think it's a light. I probably would have tried to cut. Again, not sure if you could cut that out. I probably would have laid down on the floor actually, right in the center, and tried to shoot up and see if I can get wide enough so I can get enough of the ceiling, so to try to get some of that perfect symmetry going on. That's just what I would have done though. But cool. Oh, I think I opened two. Okay, let's close that one up. And again, Quebec Street Mall, cool. I liked your first one better. This one, I think I see what you're looking for. I think you're looking for patterns. Again, I like what you're looking for. Yeah, I'm just not sure what else to say about this one. I mean, it's a cool building. It's the inside of it is very cool. I think there is something here because you've got like the pattern of all these, the bars going off in the back. Contrast between that and the architecture of the side of the wall here. The patterns of the potted plants on the side. I think there may be something there to it. It just seems kind of incomplete. Sorry about that. That was right by the microphone. That was probably really loud. Let me silence that. So yeah, I'm not sure what else could be done with that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anytime that I run out of things to say, I'm just gonna pass it off to you guys. Cool. Okay. Yeah, this is the clock from the reverse direction. Again, I kind of like the other one. The other one a lot better. I think you had it right that time from the inside because then you actually get to see the infrastructure, all the that's going on in the ceiling there. Yeah, again, but this is almost perfectly. It's just barely chopped off at the top, so I think I'm a fan of what you're looking for. Lines, intersections, and shapes. Okay. Yeah, I prefer the other one though. Again, it's really the churches look beautiful, and so everybody takes pictures of them. So it's really a challenge to take a different picture of them, to really make them stand out and pop, to try and do something with them that no one else has shot yet. So, they've been shot a million times. So how do you make them look different? So with this one here, again, it doesn't do much for me because I'm not sure where the focus is really. You're just kind of shooting like right over the trees there, and so the church is just peeking up in the background. I don't know, not doing too much for me, but what are you shooting at here? 1.5. Ooh, 1.5,000 f2.8. Wow, cool. Okay, I do like. Yeah, I like how it's open a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. It just I don't know. It's tough to find a subject with this. It doesn't look like there's too much going on here, but it's very different from your previous shots. I don't know. What do you guys think? Moving on. Okay. Try to get the Guelph Civic Museum and the church all in one shot. Ballsy, especially with a 47mm. Okay, cool. I would have widened out just a little bit, just so you don't cut off the very top of this here, just so you get the whole thing in there. Other than that, other than this little lamppost or whatever the hell it is, it looks like you've got the whole building in one shot, mostly clean. Other than trees, which if you really have a problem with it, go take a chainsaw to it. But it's very difficult to get buildings all in one shot. So this, good vantage point here. Getting as much as possible of the church and the Guelph Civic Museum. Cool. And what did you shoot? Your f2.8. Again, probably would have closed up, because if you zoom in, Flickr won't let me zoom in here, will it? Not really. If you zoom in, then you'll see whatever you focus on here, whether it be if you focus on this window here, then this will be out of focus. And I probably would have closed it up to 7.1 or 13 or something like that to get both the church and the Guelph Civic Museum all in focus. So because between the church, the building, and the Guelph Civic Museum sign here, two of those things are going to be out of focus if you're shooting at f2.8. So I would have closed your iris up so that you could get more of that in focus. But cool building shot. Good job. Another I have Soren shot. Soren, yeah. I get those two mixed up. Okay, again, same thing as before, only there's even more stuff in the frame here, because now we've got more lens flare, and then we got the street signs, and we got the Albion, so it's even more cluttered. So it's even tougher to see the subject here, which I guess is, I assume is the church. So I think this is a I'm guessing since you titled it Church Flare, that you're actually going for some flare. You're trying to get that sun in the shot, and the big fiery sun backlighting the buildings. By the way, if you search around for some tips, I try to link to some tips during the week on the whatever the challenge will be. I tried to link to some tips on architecture photography, and one of the tips that you see a lot is for a time of day to shoot at high noon, because that way the sun is high in the sky, and you run less risk of getting getting one side of a building all in shadow and having it difficult to get a proper exposure, but also any long shadows. Later in the day, early in the day, you're going to get a lot of long shadows, unless that's what you're going for. But if you're looking for a kind of a cleaner building shot, then shooting at between 11 a.m. 1 p.m. While the sun is at midday. That's apparently what the pros say anyways. Okay, that's all your shots here. Wicked. And that one was f2.8. Okay, so and I probably would have closed that up more. Again, there's more stuff in the way here, so it's tough to say. But good. I like your style. Cool. I'm looking forward to more submissions for you, man. Thank you, Pete. Okay.